जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Monday. It is 6th of October. It is Padmanabha Masara Ashwini Masa, Sukla Paksham, and Chaturdasi and Paurnimi both are falling on the same day. Okay, so from today, this is Kartika Masa. So from tomorrow, Kartika Masa starts, Damodara Masa. But devotees, so they offer lamp offerings from today itself. So today is also Sharad Purnami, so moon shines brilliantly, and Krishna's Rasa dance also takes place. So in the Sharad Purnami and also Kartika Purnami and Sharad Purnami, so 2 days. But sometimes this Purnami is falls in India tomorrow. So sometimes it slightly changes. Okay, so but whenever it is Purnami, we might see the deities in the white dresses. For every month, we see the deities in white dresses. Okay, so it appears that they are going to it tomorrow. Yeah, apart from that, no other events in the calendar. So we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maitreya Muni speaking to Vidura about the Virata Rupa form after describing the Virata Rupa form, the major parts of the Virata form. So he was mentioning it is very difficult or inconceivable to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Virata Rupa also, which is expanded by his internal potency. But still, O Vidura, I will glorify as much as I can. Whatever I have heard from my spiritual masters, I will describe as it is. Tatapi kirtayami anga yatamati yatashrutam. Kirtim harehe swam satkattum ghirim anyabhida asatim. If I do not speak about the glories of the Lord, my power of speech, it remains impurified. After saying that this glorification of the Lord is also ekantalabham. Ekantalabham vajasonupumsam sushlokamaulir gunavadamahuhu. Sudesha vidyadbihi upakrutayam katasudayam upasamprayogam. So this one, so this glories of Krishna Katha, it is compelled by the great rishis. Srutesha vidvadbihi upakrutayam. So it is compelled by Vidvadbihi, that is the great sages who have compiled the glories of the Lord. And it is Katasudayam Upasamprayogam. Upasamprayogam. It will give the perfection of human life. This nectarian of Krishna Katha, one who gives the oral reception to that Krishna Katha, so they will attain the perfection of human life. So after saying that, so today further Maitreya Muni saying that, O Vidura, even Lord Brahma, after going through lots of years of meditation, he understood that about the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his glories are inconceivable. So, inconceivable he was mentioning in the previous shloka. So, here Brahma understood about the Lord, and then what he understood, it is inconceivable. He understands little bit, but still it is inconceivable. Likewise, Maitreya Muni further saying, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 6 and verse number 38. Atmano avasito vatsa महिमा कविनादीनां संवत्सरसहस्रान्ते धिया योगविपक्वया Atmano avasito vatsa. Atmano avasito vatsa. Of the Supreme Soul, avasitaha, it is known. Vatsa, O my dear son, O Vidura. Mahima kavina adhina, kavina adina. The glories of the Lord, kavina adina, by the poet Brahma Adikavi. Adina, the original. So Brahma is the Adikavi. In the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयात् इतरशार्धेषु विघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये. Adikavi is the Brahma. So he has received the knowledge in the heart. So that Adikavi here, by Brahma, the glories of the Lord which was understood, avasito, and here which are understood, which are inconceivable. So, and then Samvatsara Sahasrante. Samvatsara is the celestial year. Sahasrante at the end of 1000 years. 1000 celestial years. Samvatsara Sahasrante. Dhiya Yoga Vipakvaya. Dhiya Yoga. Dhiya by intelligence. Yoga Vipakvaya. Sorry. Yoga Vipakkaya. Vipakkaya. Yoga. I think it is Vipak. It should be Vipakvaya, I think. Vipakva means the complete matured, by matured meditation. Dhiya Yoga Vipakvaya. Let me see this Devanagari. Vipakkaya. Okay. Dhiya Yoga Vipakvaya. Okay, so translation. O my son, the original poet Brahma, after mature meditation for 1000 celestial years, could know only that the glories of the Supreme Soul are inconceivable. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can you request Mrida Sachi Mataji to read the purport?
There are some Buddhist philosophers who want to know the Supreme Soul by means of philosophy and mental speculation, and when the devotees who are to some extent in knowledge of Supreme Lord admit that the glories of the Lord are unstable or inconceivable, the froggish philosophy adversely criticize them. These philosophers, like the frog in the whale who tried to estimate the measurement of the Pacific Ocean, like to take trouble over fruitless mental speculation instead of taking instruction from devotee like the original poet, namely Brahma. Brahma underwent a severe type of meditation for 1000 celestial years. Yet he said that the glory of the Lord are inconceivable. Therefore, what can the froggish philosopher hope to gain from their mental speculation? It is said in the Brahma Samhita that the mental speculator may fly through the sky of speculation with the velocity of the mind or the wind of thousands of millions of years, and still he find it inconceivable. The devotee, however, do not waste time in such vain searching after knowledge of the Supreme, but they submissively hear the glories of the Lord from bona fide devotees. Thus they transcendently enjoy the process of hearing and chanting. The Lord approve of the devotional activities of the devotees of Mahatma, and he says, महात्मानस्तु मां पर्था दैवीं प्रकृतिम् आश्रिता भजन्ते अनन्यमनसो जनात्वा भूतादिम् अव्ययम् सततं कृतायान्तो माम् एतान्तश्च दृढवृत्ता नमस्यन्तश्च मां भक्तया नित्यायुक्ता उपासते. The pure devotee of the Lord take shelter of the para prakriti, the internal potency of the Lord, called Lakshmi Devi, Sita Devi, Srimati Radharani or Srimati Rukmani Devi, and those they become actual Mahatmas or a great soul. Mahatmas are not fond of indulging in mental speculation, but they actually take to the devotional service of the Lord without the slightest deviation. Devotional service is manifested by the primary process of hearing and chanting about the activities of the Lord. This transcendental method, practiced by the Mahatma, given them sufficient knowledge of the Lord, because if the Lord can at all be known to some extent, it is only through the means of devotional service and no other way. One may go on speculating and waste the valuable time of his human life, but that will not help anyone to enter into the presence of the Lord. The Mahatma, however, are not concerned with knowing the Lord by mental speculation, because they enjoy hearing about his glorious activities in his transcendental dealing with his devotee or with the demons. The devotee take pleasure in both and are happy in this life and the life after. Hare Krishna Babuji.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here in the Srila Prabhupada is describing. So here Maitreya Muni is saying that Brahma, after 1,000 celestial years, uh, he was able to see the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and also he understood his glories are inconceivable. And after so many years, again Lord appears to him and then mentions Bhuyastum tapatishta vidyam chaiva madashriyam tabhyam anturhi brahman. So he Lokan Drakshasi Apavritan, he mentions that again, O Brahma, you engage yourself. 1,000 years finished, but still he has seen the Lord. Again, Lord instructed him. Again, situate in the tapasya. Bhuyastvam bhuyaha, again, tapas. Bhuyastvam tapatista vidhyam chaiva madashriyam. Take my shelter and then continue engage yourself in the austerities and penances. And in such a way, tabhyam antarhudi brahman lokan drakshasi apavrutan. In such a way, you would see that all planetary systems within your heart itself. Lokan drakshasi apavrutan. Apavrutan means openly, so transparently. Tabhyam antarhrudi brahman. Antarhrudi, in your heart itself, you would see all this lokan drakshasi apavrutan. Okay, so that is one instruction to Brahma. Okay, so but Lord Brahma, he engaged himself, so he understood what Lord has mentioned. And here Srila Prabhupada is describing there are some froggish philosophers who want to know the Supreme Soul by means of philosophy and mental speculation. But when the devotees who are some extent in knowledge of Supreme Lord admit that the glories of the Lord are inestimable or inconceivable, the froggish philosophers all adversely criticize them. So they cannot understand. So the glories of the Lord are inconceivable. But whatever the philosophers they estimate, it is just only on the material basis. They assume the assumptions, but assumptions by the senses, they're always limited. अतः श्रीकृष्णामादि न विविद्राहिमिन्द्रियैः सेवन्मुखैः जिह्वादौ स्वयमेव स्फुरत्यतः. When he is engaged in the devotional service, he would understand. And Krishna also mentions that only my devotees can understand. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavanashyasmi tatvatah tato mam tatvato jnatva vishite tad anantaram. So my devotees, they understand me. Bhaktya mam abhijananti. Yavan yashasmi tatvatah. Scientifically, they understand. Of course, here, even devotees also, they understand as much as they can, little bit. Tato mam tatvato jnatva vishite tad anantaram. And then later on, they enter into the pastimes of the Lord or King, and then he can enter into the kingdom of God. Vishite tad anantaram. But these philosophers, it is again mentioned from Brahma Samhita Prabhupada mentioning somewhere here in the purport. Pantastu koti satavattara sampragamyo vayo ratapi manaso munipungavaanam. Sopyesti yat prapada semni avichincha tatve govinda madipurusham tamaham bhajami. Avichincha means inconceivable, tatve, but they cannot understand. Even though Pantastu koti satavachara sampragamyo, koti satavachara sampragamyo, millions of years. Vayoratapi manaso munipungavanam. They travel on their mental speculations. Manaso munipungavanam, the greatest speculators. But still, they cannot understand. So, pyasti yat simni avichincha tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. This is Brahma again. He is mentioning here in his Brahma Samhita. Okay, these philosophers, like the frog in the well, who tried to estimate the measurement of the Pacific Ocean, like to take trouble over fruitless mental speculation instead of taking instructions from devotees like original poet Brahma, namely Brahma. Lord Brahma underwent a severe type of meditation for 1000 celestial years, yet he said that the glories of the Lord are inconceivable. These are avichintya, tattve. So again, mm, Brahma, when he was mentioning to Narada Muni also, he also mentioned he glorifies as much as incarnations about the Lord, and also he also got tired a little bit when he was explaining to Narada Muni. And then says further, finally, he says, Yasyavatara karmani gayanti hismadadayaha nayam vidanti tatvena tasmai bhagavate namaha. Oh Narada, it is very difficult to glorify all the pastimes of the Lord. Yasya avatara karmani gayanti hasmadadayaha nayam vidanti tatvena tasmai bhagavate namaha. So it is very difficult to describe. So just to understand about the Lord. So we simply glorify the Lord. Kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangha param braje. This is Hare Namanu Kirtanam. Yoginam Rupa Nirnitam Hare Namanu Kirtanam. So all the great sages, they have decided that uh, only to glorify the Lord is the ultimate benefit for everyone, but with their full endeavor. So therefore, what can froggish philosophers hope to gain from mental speculations? And then it is said in the Brahma Samhita that mental speculator may fly through the sky of speculation with the velocity of mind or the wind for thousands of millions of years, and still he will find it inconceivable. This is Pantastu Koti Satavachara Sampragamyo Vayo Ratapi Manaso Munipungavanam. Sopyasti yat prapada simni avichinchatatve. This is avichinchatatve, inconceivable. They will find it inconceivable. Govinda Madhipurusham tamham bhajami. Brahma concludes that point. The devotees, however, do not waste time in such vain searching after knowledge of the Supreme, but they submissively hear the glories of the Lord from the bona fide devotees. Okay, so this is our Guru Parampara, bona fide spiritual master. We hear from them, and also whoever is coming in that lineage, we hear. We cannot take to different process, which is speculating. If we just go beyond the Shastra and bona fide Guru Parampara, we cannot understand anything. Again, it mentions, Yah Shastra Vidim Ustrujja Vartate Kamakarataha Nasisiddhim Avapnoti Nasukum Na Param Gatim. They cannot attain Nasisiddhim Avapnoti. They cannot get perfection of human life. Nasukam Na Param Gatim. No happiness, no paragati also. If they just deviate from the Shastras. One has to take the shelter of Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshantite Jnanam Jnaninaha Tattvadarshinaha. Approach the spiritual master humbly, and by rendering service to the spiritual master, inquire from him about the truth, about the absolute truth. Then he will Upadekshantite Jnanam. He will give all the knowledge to that submissive disciple. So thus, they transcendently enjoy the process of hearing and chanting, and then Lord up. So they transcendently enjoy the process of hearing and chanting. And Lord approves of devotional activities of the devotees or Mahatmas. And he also mentions Mahatmanastu Mam Pardha. These are the great souls. This is Mahatmanastu Mam Pardha. Daivim Prakritim Ashritaha. Daivim Prakriti is the Radharani. Daivim Prakritim Ashritaha. Taking shelter of Radharani. And what they do? Bhajanti Ananya Manaso. They're always doing bhajans of the Supreme Personality of God, glorifying Him and discussing the topics about Him. Bhajanti Ananya Manaso, without any other topics. Bhajanti Ananya Manaso, Jnatva Bhutadim Avyayam. Knowing that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, He is Avyayam. He is beyond the material nature. Bhutadim. Bhutadi means Bhuta Adi. These are Panchabhutas and all the living entities who are having the material bodies. These are Bhutas, living entities. But one must know that he is the Avyayam, a supreme personality of Godhead, beyond this materialistic people or materialistic living entities. And what further they do, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, always glorifying the Lord. Yatantasya Dhradavrataha, with strong determination. Dhradavrataha. Namasyantasya Mam Bhaktya, always they offer humble obeisances to the Supreme Lord. My devotees, they come to the temple and what they do? Madhyashna, Darshana, Sparsha, Puja, Suti, Abhivandanaihi, Bhuteshu, Madbhavanaya, Satven, Asangamena cha, associating with the devotees, and then they come to the temple and offer obeisances. They will engage themselves in so many other activities. Darshana, Sparsha, Puja, Stuti, Abhivandanaihi, Namasyantasya Mam Bhaktya. These are the activities of the devotees of the Lord. These are called Mahatmas. Mahatmas are only meant for the devotees of the Lord, not by any uh, the national it is award giving award like that. You did something like that. That is not the Mahatma. Okay. Mahatmanas are the devotees of the Lord. The pure devotees of the Lord take shelter of the Para Prakriti. This Para Prakriti again. अपरयमितस्वन्यां विद्धि में परां प्रकृतिं जीवभूत महाबाहो ये धंधारिते जगत. The living entities belongs to the viddhi में param prakriti, the internal potency of the Lord, the superior energy, but they come to this material world. Jiva Bhutam, Mahabaho, Jiva Bhutam, the living entities, they come to this material world and taking some particular body and then engage themselves in particular activity because of their desires. Okay, but here the devotees take shelter of the para prakriti, internal potency of the Lord for their elevation in the spiritual path. So, potency of the Lord, it is called Lakshmi Devi, Sita Devi, Srimati Radharani, or Srimati Rukmini Devi, and thus they become actual Mahatmas or great souls. So here in the Lord never come in contact with the Maya. So that it mentions Evam Jyotirmayo Devaha Sadanandam Paratparaha Atma Ramasi Tasyasti Prakritya Nasamagamaha. Prakritya Nasamagamaha. He never come in contact with the Prakriti. He is always in the Ramyapna Sektya. So there it is mentioned like the Maya Ramamanasya na Vyogasthaya saha Atmana Ramaya Remi Chaktakalam Sisukshaya. So he is Atmana Ramaya Remi. He enjoys with his internal potency. Atmana Ramaya Remi Chaktakalam Sisukshaya. Nitihi sa Ramadevi Tat Priya Tad Bhusham Tada. So Nitihi sa Ramadevi Tat Priya Tad Bhusham Tada. All the time Ramadevi internal potency, it is in his control. Internal potency, only for his pleasure. Tadvasham tada. And here internal potency are Lakshmi Devi, Sita Devi, Radharani, Rukmini Devi. And this is also how it is applicable for ourselves in day-to-day life. Like Brahma in one of the statements to Narada Muni mentions when he is encouraging him. So there are so many women. There are Sadhvi, Bhogi, Kulata, likewise different kinds of women. But out of these, some of these Bhogis and Kulatas, they are born out of the Apsarasas. So again, there is a pastime of Vishwakarma. So meeting with the some apsaras. So they have begotten so many other children. So that it is not that bhogi, but oh my dear child Narada, if you marry a sadhvi, who are all the expansions of goddess of fortune, your life will be perfect. So whenever the mothers or wives or the devotees of the Lord, this is called devotees of the Lord, then their home will be a Vaikuntha. Okay, so that is again they that is the just one point to bring from Brahmavaivarta Mahapurana. So here devotees they take the shelter of Lakshmi Devi, Sita Devi, Radharani, Rukmini. These are all internal potency of the Lord. And then they become actual Mahatmas or great souls. Mahatmas are not fond of indulging in mental speculations, but they actually take to the devotional service of the Lord without the slight deviation. Devotional service is manifested by the primary process of hearing and chanting about the activities of the Lord. Okay, so that is again transcendental method practiced by Mahatmas gives them sufficient knowledge of the Lord, because if the Lord love can at all be known to some extent, it is only through the means of devotional service and no other way. There is no other way. Again, Lord also mentions in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So there he may naham vedaihi na tapasa na danena na chejjaya sakyam evam vido drashtum drishtavanasi mam yata. Oh Arjuna, whatever you are seeing my form, the two-handed form, that one, it is not possible for to understand me by naham vedaihi, by studying the Vedas, na tapasa, not by the tapasya, na danena, not by charity, na chejjaya, not by worship, sakya evam vido drashtum drishtavan asimam yatha. That is not possible by all this process. And then by what? Bhaktya to ananya sekya aham evam vidorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. By rendering devotional service unto me only, O my dear Arjuna, they can enter prave, praveshtum cha parantapa. They only enter into my pastimes. There is no other way. And that way is again touch of the spiritual master. Okay, so one may go on speculating waste and valuable time of his human life, but will not help anyone to enter into the presence of the Lord. Mahatmas, however, not concerned with the knowing the Lord by mental speculations, because they enjoy hearing about the glorious activities in his transcendental dealings and with his devotees or with the demons. Devotees take pleasure in both and are happy in this life and the next and the life after. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, so here he was mentioning Atmano avasito vatsa mahima kavina adhina samvatsara sahasranti dhya yoga vipakvaya. Brahma understand that the pastimes of the Lord are inconceivable. He understood that after 1,000 celestial years. Okay, likewise. Okay, so we are at 7 o'clock now. So we shall move to Damodarastakam today. Okay, so today our Damodarastakam by Gaurangi Mataji. Hare Krishna Gaurangi Mataji. Hare Krishna Gaurangi Mataji. You are on mute, Mataji. Hare Krishna Gaurangi.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So it's time for Mataji. So Damod lamp offering. So from today we are offering. So today it is your turn to do the Damodarastakam.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Devotees, if you are just doing this lamp offering, you can turn on your videos to show to the other devotees.
Prabhuji, not ready yet, so I will only sing, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Okay?
Mataji, that's all right.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Kindly start, please.
श्री दामोदराष्टकम की जय. नमामि स्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् यशोदाभियो लोकलादवमानाम् परामृष्टमात्यन्ततो द्वितीयगोप्य रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं मृजन्तं करं भुजयुग्मेन शताङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुःश्वासकम्पतिरेकाङ्ककण्ठा स्थितग्रीवदामोदरं भक्तिवदम् इति दिगसोलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे सुघोषं निमज्जन्तमाख्यापयन्तम् तदीयसितगेषु भक्तर्जिततं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षबधिं वा न चान्यं वृणीहं वरिषदपीह इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य विरस्तं किमन्ये इदं ते मूकाम्बोजमत्यन्तनीलैर्वृतं कुन्तलैस्निग्धकृशगोप्य मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तधरा मे मनस्य विरस्तमलं लचलावै नमो देवदामोदरनन्तविष्णो प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलनिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यतिदिनं बतानो गृहगणेशमामाज्ञमेद्यचिदेश्य कुबेरात्मजो बद्धमृत्युभयदत् त्वया मोचितो भक्तिभजो कृतौ च तथा प्रेमभक्तिं स्वकाम्ये प्रयच्छ नमो चिग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरीह नमस्ते स्तुदाम्नि स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदारायथ विश्वासदाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमामि स्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe. Jaya Yasoda Damodara Yasoda Damodara Radhe. Jaya Yasoda Damodara Yasoda Damodara Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, very beautiful Mataji. Would you like to read the translation, please, Mataji?
Okay, Prabhuji. Translation. To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the uh, embo- embodiment of eternal extents, knowledge and bliss, whose shape earning are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully singing in the divine realm of Gokula, who I, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter and then settling the butter that was kept hanging from a swing is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of mother Yasoda, but who has been catch from behind by her, who run after him with greater speed to that Supreme Lord Sri Damodara. I offer my humble obeisance, seeing the wiping stick in his mother's hand. He is carrying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with three lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisance. By such childhood pastime as this, he is drawing the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of uh, ist- ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is embossed with intimacy and is free from all conception of away and revenge. With great love is again offer my absence to Lord Damodara hundred of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kind of benediction, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the nine process of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this from of yours as Bala Gopala in Vrindavana may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by looks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yasoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. Um, May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. Okay. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisance unto you, O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be placed upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of uh, worldly sorrow and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodara, just as the two sons of Kubera, Manigriva, and Nalakubara were delivered from the course of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. Only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my absence to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my absence to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all options to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautifully sung this Damodarastakam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
That is a good start in this lamp offering day today. Damodara. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, that's all from the Damodarastakam. So we shall move to quickly. So today, Prabhupada's letter to Mukunda, November 25th, 1970, and Bombay. It's a small letter only. Can I request any another unallocated devotee, please? Okay, I shall read it then. My dear Mukunda, please accept my blessings. After a long time, I have received your letter dated November 19, 1970, as well as your telegram dated 24th November 1970. I thank you very much that you have sent the memorandums, etc. Hansadatta, Syam Sundar, and Tamal Krishna are detained here because we are trying to establish a center in Bombay. In the meantime, if you and your wife Janaki may take the place of Yamuna and Gurudasa and see that things are going on nicely there, London Temple is very important and things may not be neglected there. So please see that Krishna books are sold and the sales proceeds directly sent to Dai Nippon for credit of Bhaktivedanta Book Fund. I have to pay still $10,000 to Dai Nippon for the order I have placed with them. The total amount was 35,000, out of which by collection from USA and something from my bank we have paid $26,000. So another $10,000 is required. Please see that the book funds are immediately sent to Dai Nippon. Please go on sending reports regularly and offer my blessings to your wife. I shall be glad to hear from her. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, any takeaway points, dear devotees? Anyone wanted to shoot out any bullet points?
Prabhu, I think he's Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada is talking about the importance of the London Center, London Temple, and he is emphasizing that it is very important and things should not be neglected in the London Temple. And the other point is that I think because of the Krishna books that were printed and sold by Dai Nippon, he is conscious of the fact that there is money to be paid, so he's requesting that whatever monies can be raised should be paid to Dai Nippon to bring down that debt with Dai Nippon. That's my understanding, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Nicely summarized. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Okay, and from announcements point of view, so today is Monday. Our week starts with the teachings of Lord Chaitanya at 8 p.m. That is our upcoming event. And tomorrow, Tuesday, it is preaching practice session with Meena Mataji. We are going to hear Meena Mataji tomorrow. Okay, so that we have been longing to hear from Meena Mataji. Okay, that's all from updates point of view. And the devotees, if you have got any updates or you wanted to share anything in a bullet points way, kindly do so. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I had a question on the shloka, Srimad Bhagavatam shloka today, but I'm just asking because sometimes I forget. Maybe we can discuss it on Saturday, but just so that it doesn't go out of my head. You were talking with the different sampradayas. So
Yeah.
the Rudra Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Brahma then the four Kumaras and our Sampradaya. So, and then there was a line saying that we must take shelter of Lakshmi Devi, Radharani, Sita Devi, and also, does that mean? I mean, I don't have knowledge. That's why I'm asking. We should listen to the like suppose Sri Sampadaya, Ramanuja Charya. It followed after that. Should we? And they're all Vaishnavas. Should we listen to their theories as well? So that was my question, Prabhu. But we can discuss it later. Just wanted to just keep it with you so you can remember, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, that's a good question. Thank you. Yeah, we'll discuss on Saturday. Okay, any other updates, dear devotees? Okay, then we shall conclude and continue further japa. Okay, Panchakalpatarubhyascha
Sarvasya
Dhanam
Bhagavanevo Vaishnavevo Namo
Namo
Namaha.
Namaha. Ananta
Antakoti
Gopalaki
Vaishnavi
Jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna conscious